Go.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your time inside on this lovely sunny day. Maybe getting a bit of fresh air. Today I'm going to start with Cosmic. We're going to do a short read. Oh, Lily, the camera lady, zooms in. We're going to do a short read of each of the books just to make sure they work and see who goes on. You can leave a nice, kind comment below if you would like. Let me know what you're up to.
Depends if they're in the count, but yeah.
Okay, well, whatever, Lily. Carrying on. Cosmic, here we go. No, said Hassan. Next time it's my turn. In their heads, we were an X-Wing fighter and the Earth was the Death Star. In all our head, the whole thing was so cosmic it had to be a game. I discovered that if I pushed my feet against the wall, I could flit clear across the cabin, spin around, and kick off again from the opposite wall, like Spider-Man flying around New York. Then Florida popped up in front of me, making a buzzing sound with her mouth, and miming a few passes with an imaginary lightsaber. Looking back on it, I should have focused more on being Dadly at this point, because that's when Drox Control came on, asking for us to move on to our task. You have a 2-minute window to complete the task. Please commence now. All we had to do was press the right buttons in the right order, and we'd be set for the trip home. Hassan and Max were still arguing about it. Samson, too, put his hand up and said, "Please, sir, I'd like to press the button," which was enough to get both Hassan and Max shouting at him. Maybe I should have just done it myself, but I was loving being a floaty Super Mario Matrix Jedi Power Ranger, which is why I said, "Let's settle it with lightsabers," and took a buzzing swipe at them. They ducked and bobbed up again, looking a bit confused. I realized now that they'd probably never seen Star Wars. They'd definitely never seen a dad trying to make a crucial life-or-death decision with an imaginary lightsaber. I shouted, "Luke, I am your father!" Florida thought this was hilarious and shouted, "You are not my father, and you are not Luke." We were buzzing and laughing and laughing and buzzing. Then Max noticed that Hassan was closing in on the buttons. He yelled, "Hey, he's cheating!" and went after him. Samson too dived in underneath them. Next thing, they were pulling and shoving each other in front of the malfunction displays. And the next thing after that, a long screeching noise. Then a jolt, as though we'd been caught on a bungee, and we spun around and around and around and over and around, fast and random, like the cage of the Cosmic. And the lights strobed off and on like blue lightning. And somewhere in the middle of it, the voice of Drox Control was shouting in my ear. Then it stopped. Then it shouted. Then it stopped again. Earth vanished and then it came back. And then vanished and then came back. And then we all stopped rolling. And Earth was gone. No one said a word. We drifted over to the window and pressed our faces against the glass, looking for some sign of it. It was very quiet and very dark and very scary. It didn't take Samson too long to work out what had happened. The buttons had been pressed in the wrong order. The Dandelion's protective cover had blown off and its silvery sails had popped out, but it had not separated from the command module. Solar sails had opened unexpectedly. That was the metallic screeching noise, and immediately picked up a gust of solar wind. The sails were designed to push the Dandelion gently forward, but our command module was still stuck to the top of the Dandelion. Instead of gliding off nicely towards the moon's orbit, the Dandelion had gone spinning over on its side and pulled us off course. The sails were acting like sails on a ship. They were more like the sails on a windmill, spinning us around and around, and it was taking us with it. We couldn't see the Earth out of the window, but we did see a thing that looked like a satellite dish go by, and something like an aerial. Our satellite dish, and our aerial. Which was when I realized I couldn't hear Drox Control in my earpiece anymore. All our communication equipment had snapped off. They all started yelling and blaming each other and pushing and shoving under weightless condition is more long-winded than it is on Earth. You push someone and it takes them a few minutes to get back to you with a shove. I was going to join in when I noticed a message window flashing on the monitor. A message. Maybe we'd all be all right after all. The message was permanent, fatal errors.
So, right, you gonna say goodbye?
I'll say goodbye, and then I'll come up in a minute with the great Gilly Hopkins.
Woohoo!